Happy healing. Let's talk about it. We are gonna do, I'm gonna pick an image today on what does spirit want you to know. All right. So what is spirit trying to tell you? Let's find out. You can just choose from the three images listed down below. We got pile one, pile two, and pile three. And just pick which image resonates with you. You can find the timestamps and any and all of my services listed the contact information in the description box below. But I will see you at your pile. All right, if you chose pile one, um, and this beautiful lady in this grass skirt with these like shells um around her. So let's get into it. So I want to say for this group, like automatically, I'm just hearing like maybe grid workers. And some of y'all are probably like, what? How am I a grid worker? Because for some of y'all, maybe y'all have not really traveled or like not done so much extensive travel, but there is this sense of like maybe you have always wanted to travel. In my like one of my other videos as well, I talked about this, but I feel like it's connected. So this group, there's this strong ancient Egypt presence, as well as this kind of like Thoth kind of energy. You guys could be very connected to like writing. I'm getting like this group is really creative as well, but there is this sense of like maybe like a Anubis energy around you right now. So this is giving me like death of the old, birth of the new. Sunflowers are kind of could be significant as well, but I feel this energy of like you guys may be feeling kind of bloated. Because there's this energy of like things waiting to birth here for this group as well. I will say that, and I keep seeing like this book, so I feel like there's a bunch of like master training going on for this group. When it comes to increasing like spiritual gifts, I will say for this group, although there's this strong creative presence, I do feel the strong energy of needing to be connected to your heart chakra because there could be a block there, and spirit is kind of saying this is how like your energy help because you're a light worker, but this is how you bring light to the world is through love. Through love. So it's like a lot. You guys can feel like it's been a lot on you guys because I do feel like this deep purpose. You guys could be like a master number 11 or could have like a maybe like a master number 33, but this is kind of like a very deep, kind of like chosen one energy here. You guys could get a lot of like angel numbers. But I do feel heavily too, you guys, with this creative energy, your guys create, communicate with you through frequencies, also, maybe through also like music. Because I'm hearing the sound of music. So it's like you could hear, feel frequencies. It's like a person if like you were blind, right? It's like being able to still dance to the music. No, that I'm saying blind if you were deaf, but still being able to dance to the music. It's like you hear what others don't. Um, Frequencies speak through you and to you. For you guys, like you guys could have been experiencing maybe a tower moment. I am getting this 1111 energy, so there could be like mirrored energy that you're dealing with, maybe facing. Um, Maybe you are the mirror for a lot of people, but maybe you also are experiencing the mirror being shown to you and you finally seeing yourself. And I'm kind of getting this energy like spirit is really saying like, why are you avoiding you? What are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? And even when we talk to that, I feel like this is definitely connected to, you know what? It's like generational curse breaker energy. This is what this group is. You are a generational curse breaker, chosen one, reincarnate during this time to bring healing to not only yourself, but to places and spaces that you're in. Oh, and don't let me skip that. When we talk about grid working, it's like maybe feeling called to travel, even if you haven't traveled, to do like energetic healing in certain places and spaces. So even if you haven't physically done it, these things could have always been kind of in your heart. Asia is heavenly, like maybe even like Tibet, because I'm kind of seeing like mountains. You guys could be intrigued or find like, I don't know, random connections to like Buddhist energy sometimes, maybe like monks, or seeing even like, I'm getting like Ganesh energy, like maybe seeing like elephants and things. But I am hearing that I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. Kelly Clarkson breakaway energy. So you guys again with this those energy, this heavy energy of like birds. I feel like you guys are meant to like record your journey, your process um for you. But with this breakaway, this bird energy heavily present, heavily present. And I also feel like it's significant of your connection to like maybe the higher realms. And it's almost like I feel like this sense of maybe you kind of jumping forward and feeling like you're missing it. You guys could also be really connected to like the clouds, strong nature energy. But meant to kind of heal this. And when we talk about fertility, I feel like you guys could be very much so misunderstood by family, but maybe specifically around healing the connection of like children, experience of like children as well in the world, or loving the inner child. Because I feel like age is very relevant for this group. So this may be like your part of your work is like healing the inner child of your lineage, but also maybe yourself and others. I am feeling this need of like your prayers, like prayers for this group, prayers being heard. I don't know. You guys may, I don't know. You may, because I'm kind of getting like this praying grandmother energy here. So you guys may have a grandmother that is like transition, but there's this heavy energy because I keep hearing like Jesus, Yeshua. This heavy energy of like maybe a connection to like ascended masters, energy of Jesus as well. And I am hearing like Psalms 91 for this group also, but I'm seeing like a capping down. So if this isn't like literal school, I feel like you guys are coming upon completion of something. Maybe also maybe some heavy energies because I'm also getting this manifestation energy here, where there is support I feel coming in from Ascended Master energy and also like this creative nature to help you um, maybe birth something towards your purpose. I feel like maybe the hiccup has kind of been like straddling the fence on things and not just like going. And I'm hearing this like, what is this Disney movie where they're like, get your head in the game, get your head in the game. And I know sometimes you may feel like, oh my gosh, like why? And I feel like fate has kind of maybe really been at play for you guys because maybe there's been a lot of doubt when it comes to like your journey and what you're doing when it comes to like family, experiencing heavy tower moments. I definitely feel this heavy connection to ancestral roots. But this is definitely healing like past life energy. You guys could feel like, I mean, you've experienced like a lot of judgment over time, and maybe you felt like caught in a web of like just doubts from others. But I'm hearing like, finally, it's happened to me. Like, so I feel like we're moving upon energy of where it's like spirit is saying like finally. It's this energy of like maybe things starting to move for you in a sense of like finally, after maybe being very drained. I do feel like, I don't know why I'm kind of getting this energy of like maybe July. Um, July 10th could be a relevant date as well. Um, from whenever you're listening at this, but I am kind of getting like July. So there could be, you guys could be Cancerian, dealing with Cancerian energy, or July, there could just be significant things happening in that month, especially around money matters. There is this energy of Archangel Shamuel here as well. I feel like, in a sense of like helping you build relationships, because I do feel like with this group, part of your, I feel like finances and success is going to come from connecting with others, and that just may not be your strongest. That may not be your strongest point. So, with this energy of Archangel Shamuel, I feel like there's this sense of like trying to help you learn how to like build relationships, network, especially when it comes to like business and how to like take a chance on yourself instead of feeling like, everybody's going to evil eye you or send you bad energy. And there could be like a lot of signs you've been getting, maybe even dreams on reconnecting with like your unique gifts, talents that maybe were buried, maybe that you forgot about. I feel like spirit is like part of this for this group is like, where you may have felt like you failed in certain areas, being given like a second chance. I feel like this is definitely a blessing. Um, being given a second chance to create honestly who you want to be in this world. And it may seem like it's coming with some loss. But honestly, spirit is kind of saying like, yeah, don't look back. This is about staying balanced. Maybe trying to figure out like a budget. I do feel like tough lessons have been learned, but I also see like forward movement through creativity um, and trust. Spirit is definitely highlighting for me that you're not stuck. I'm getting a heavy no on you're not stuck. But sometimes I do feel like you fail to listen. And you may be saying, like, I thought I am listening and it's not leading me anywhere. And the spirit is saying, like, you're being led away from the familiar. Um, and that doesn't mean you're going to take every right turn, right? That every turn is going to be like, whoa, this is it. This is magic. But it's like, where you are is definitely not it. So you have to be willing to take a journey to building and establishing and trusting your intuition, using your discernment, using your innate skills and gifts. Because this is building your strength in spirit, right? So it's like it may feel like you're going through a maze or like you're going Pac Man energy, kind of like this way and that way. But it's like you're building your confidence and figuring out and knowing what way is right for you, right? So you could be looking for spirit to point you the way, but spirit is saying like your way has been pointed your entire life. It is time for you to decide which way you want to go, knowing that no matter which way you go, you are going to be okay. This is about empowerment, embracing yourself, who you are, merging the past with the now, um, and also learning how to work with others. I definitely get maybe like soulmate energy coming in for this group here as well to maybe give you some encouragement. I do see spirit is saying like you may feel like you're at a crossroads or coming up on one where you're like thinking about making a choice, maybe because of budget or funds, on whether or not you should return to something else. Now, I don't feel like I can tell you the answer to what it is you need to do for yourself, but I am getting like this energy of this being like Cancer season. Maybe you're having to make this decision. But I do see this energy of like the lions. You guys could be connected to the lion star seed. So there is this energy of like spirits saying like you have to step into your own spiritual power. You have to find your own ambition. You got to find your own strong will. And you have to make decisions for yourself. This is not the time to blame your mother, your father, or my life. This is a time for you to say, I now call my power back to me, cleanse, healed, and going forward, anything that I experience and choose is because I chose it. So the lion is just this huge symbol of like the sacred masculine energy. This is just relentless determination and ambition, focus and will, and not for someone else, but for you. So this is spirit is saying like you are the wielder of like you have this like power for you to learn how to almost like I don't know if some of you guys watch anime, but it's kind of like that. I don't forgot what they call it, but they bring it into like a ball, and I don't know what it'd be like. Hame yame, yeah, whatever. I know I probably said that wrong. As much as I watched it, but like this energy of like honing your chi, like Bruce Lee energy, right? Um, it's you needing to learn how to wield these things. Because when we are out of balance, these things create destruction around us and cause us consequences. So it's you have to be the one to use your own power. Okay? So Spirit is saying as you learn to let go and release some of the anger, give yourself more compassion, and also others, and opening up, right? It's like you will allow more of the good things to come in, and these things will follow. And it's like if you have tried everything else, it's like, how about try you? You know, try you. But that's what I see for you, Pal One. Sending you so much love, light, peace, and positivity. May your angels, ancestors, and guides continue to guide you. All right, all right. Let's get into it. Group two. If you chose this, I don't even know why I'm thinking about Dora the Explorer. But I don't know. It was also this show. I don't know why it's like slipped my mind. The Wild Thornberries. But if you chose this lady with her little backpack on, um, yeah. So it's the irony of her being out in nature because I'm gonna tell you the first thing for this group I was getting was like, get out this door, out the door you got to go. Like it's so vitally important. When I say vitally, because I feel like energetically you need it. Okay, because what I was seeing, like spirit was showing me this visual of this person in like this glass house, kind of crying, and it's raining, right? Immediately, though, I felt like this energy of like not having any privacy, right? Being seen. So I definitely feel like this heavy energy around like building your auric field, your Merkaba, like needing to like know how to like shield yourself. So there is this heavy energy of like, I don't know why I'm getting like muscles feeling weak. But there's this heavy energy of like needing to like cleanse your energy. for sure. So, like spiritual baths, but a great way is out in nature. But I was getting this energy of like Merkaba energy as well. So, this could even be like, um, you could even be like astral booting around, waking up extremely tired. But like the energy could be feeling like a draining energy. It's like you could be like feeling like, who is draining me? So you could be called to spend maybe a wee bit of time by yourself, um, establishing maybe some new routines, even like cleaning up your space and area. Because I am getting this energy of like offering. So you could have been trying to connect more with your ancestors now during this time. For some reason, I'm getting this like heavy male older figure. This could be like a grandfather, maybe an uncle. Um, but older male figure as well. But I'm getting like candles, so you could have been even trying to like light candles. Um, but there is this kind of energy of like cleansing, purification. So a part of this is like you could have been questioning like maybe relationships you have with people. Um, Or like, people just keep popping up in your energy that you've dealt with kind of in the past. So I'm kind of getting like two different kind of things. Well, it really depends on kind of where you fall in this. So for this group, I am getting this energy of like that torn in between the two kind of energy. So for this group, take it how it applies. Air sign could be prevalent for some of you. I don't know why I'm hearing like North Node. So some of you can have an air sign, North Node energy, um, as well, or mm, Sun, Moon, or Rising, air sign energy, um, or could be dealing with somebody or was dealing with somebody. But either way, so this kind of torn in between the energy, torn in between the two, and like, this time will you save me? So I'm kind of given like, maybe this kind of like come back, spin the block kind of energy. This is definitely given like soul path connection, like maybe like star energy. You guys could have been experiencing like maybe headaches as well. But this energy is, it kind of reminds me of like Lemurian energy. Lemurian energy. So for you guys, you could find yourselves connected to Lemuria in a sense. Springtime is significant too, as well for this group. I will say that. But I am getting like there is like something coming back around because it's like time to face something because it's time for like evolution. And I do feel like, you know, there may have been a space where like things just seemed like nothing was working with the person in the past because I am getting that you guys may like Russ, but there is this song by Russ, and if I can remember, I'm gonna link it. But it is called "Losing Control," um, and it's like you have to listen to it, but it's almost like the person Russ is talking about. It's like um, falling in love, but losing control. So there could be this sense of like you being afraid of love and not feeling like you're safe, um, or anchored by like a partner, or this is how you could have felt in the past. And so you may be afraid of like going forward. For some of you, here's the thing. I don't know why I'm getting like definitely springtime energy, and I'm also getting fall. So yeah, um, but So there could have been this space in which you kind of maybe abruptly separated from someone, maybe unexpected. This person could have been like a mirror, but definitely soul contract energy, right? But then there could have been like maybe this is like one scenario that I'm getting. Somebody else that like caught your interest. Maybe like person being like, I don't know, highly attractive, like fashion. I don't know. Like I keep getting like highly attractive energy, like maybe flashy on the outside. Um so there could have been like a lot of like attraction, but also things just could have seemed like easier, right? Um Seemed easier. Like, oh, it's not as complicated. It's not as hard with this person. No, this person makes me things feel a lot simpler, a lot easier. Um and maybe like you had a sense of like, maybe like wanting to take your time. I'm hearing that take your time, don't you rush. Ah. So this could have been either you or like the person you were dealing with, right? That got involved with someone else relatively quickly, or that could have even been the reason for separation. Um, but I'm getting like, I don't know, this kind of like deception energy. It's almost like just failing to like process things and really come to understanding on for this scenario where there could have been potential like deep connection, deep love. So there is some sense of like forgiveness. Person could have felt like maybe home. Um, but there could be like a lot of sadness around this connection. And I do feel like, separation was necessary. For some of you, testing the connection was definitely necessary. But I am getting this kind of like falseness, maybe with this like new person, like they kind of maybe lied just to kind of like get their foot in the door, um, to get their foot in the door. And, I feel like, sometimes we want the grass to be greener on the other side, but I feel like in this sense of like seeing what's outside your home to maybe help appreciate what was in your home. So for some of you, you could be remembering the spirit of a person maybe you separated from. If this was platonic, maybe a friendship, or they can be remembering the spirit of you. But I am seeing a microphone in my third eye, so this definitely is saying like maybe communication coming up. And I do feel like maybe this is someone in some way you felt like you were supposed to work with in business. Maybe they helped you in business. Um, Maybe you guys helped each other with shadow work, and at one point in time, you guys could have been each other's like everything. But I feel like, the door may have been closed either by you or them. And I do see like maybe a door reopening. Because I do feel there was a sense of like maybe someone, you or them, being entangled with other energies that kind of like caused a distraction and really made this energy, like what Russ was saying, like falling in love, like made this person feel like they were not safe. So, yeah, I feel like there could be something else coming back around. So that's the first scenario. Now, for the second scenario, I feel like um, this could be an instance, because I am seeing two doors still. This can be an instance where um, maybe the person that you were dealing with, either way, I feel like it's still something left closed. But for those of you who may have been on the other end to where somebody else kind of like maybe refused to settle down or like um, commit in a way, I see like Spirit is saying like this person could definitely still be like in monitoring spirit. And that's why this glass house energy was coming up, like maybe watching you, right? Because there is this notion of like entering, new person entering. And it's almost like they could be feeling it. And even with this new person, I really just feel new energy, to be honest. I feel like with new people, maybe a new home, new finances, but I feel like this person could feel like the energy of like things beginning to about to change. So they could be kind of energetically stalking you. Also, the connection with this person as well might have been something that was kind of like, you're hearing it's just the two of us. So it might have been this energy of like only something that was between the two of you guys. Um, so maybe I'm not gonna say it was a secret, but maybe it was a secret. Maybe you kept them a secret. Maybe they kept you a secret as well. But I do feel like maybe some things are like closing out this year. This is the year of completion. So I am seeing Spirit is saying like maybe some sort of confrontation it doesn't have to be bad, but this is like you fully allowing yourself to receive new opportunity by making sure you're like closing um, past doors. So this is kind of what Spirit is saying, like no more secrets, no more warring between worlds, no more like dreaming of the past, dreaming of past people. Um, this is kind of like no more holding in emotions, overindulging. This is finally addressing this energy and making your choice. Two doors, right? One must close so the other one, um, so that you may fully walk through the other one. For some of you guys, I'm getting heavy Scorpio energy as well. So you guys could have that placement. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm also hearing maybe North Node. Mm, Pluto. Hearing. Hmm. Okay. But also, I am getting like, yeah, with this Phoenix Rising Scorpio energy. So for some of you guys, I don't know, you guys may actually help people, like in a sense of like, you may kick people into shadow work. Consciously or unconsciously, you may kick people into like shadow work for sure. Um, but yeah, this is kind of like, I feel like drawing the line in the sand, past and present, because I do feel like a part of this has made you maybe pick up some like addictive habits or addictive patterns to kind of like cope, with maybe like avoiding. But I'm hearing this like take me to the river energy. So this is kind of like, a lot of energy around like the sea, a lot of energy around the sea. So I feel like Spirit is saying maybe you've been in a season of exploring or heading into a season of exploring the depths, but this is like you kind of making a decision um, and following your inner voice so that you may like travel far to the places like you'd like to travel in love, in life. This is about you kind of like making a choice. And definitely though around love for sure. This is closing out old paradigms. And Spirit is kind of like letting you know this is going to very much so help you with truly focusing your energy on those and in spaces you'd like to. I am getting this energy of birth here. So, you know, yeah, this is for 18 plus. So, you guys that are still in childbearing ages, or, I will say I am getting this energy of like birth here. So, this could be signifying like a divine union kind of blooming, either a reconciliation or a new one. But through this, I definitely feel like there will be, you guys will be birthing something together, whether this be an actual child or whether this birth being of like, I'm hearing empire, to be honest. Some of you guys have unicorn energy. Some of you guys The South is really relevant for this group as well. Or like South, I don't know. Um, and wolves, I'm seeing like wolves. Wolves are really relevant as well for this group. Um, Year of the Horse, Chinese zodiac. Year of the Snake as well. But I do feel like Spirit is saying like this is the year of the turtle and the hare. I feel like this past connection could have been like the turtle and the hare. Somebody's moving fast, somebody moving slow, and maybe this was like swapping back and forth, or maybe it stayed that way. But this is the time where I feel like things are reconciling. Um, and yeah, so definitely somebody, making the choice to say goodbye, but also people are making the choice to bridge things together into a beautiful divine um, union. And I feel like, one way that you can identify like this energy I'm getting is like, for one, I keep seeing a dog, so a dog may be relevant. For two, I'm getting like, is this person you will automatically know, they will feel like they live within your heart, but they'll also feel like they may be like sent from heaven for you. But I'm getting like people will stop and stare like a deer in headlights at you guys. Um, Maybe for no reason at all. But this will be the energy that you guys um, kind of bring together when you are with each other, right? So this will be like um, the energy that you guys harness. And this will be like, also, there could have been like grief, unresolved grief in the family that may be happening or may have happened. But I feel like, this is the year of something changing. Um, Somebody's birthday could be coming up also as well, or birthday could be significant. Um, but yeah, I feel like getting to the roots of things. I feel like maybe, it feels like it's taking like way too long, but this energy of like grief and forgiveness was pretty much necessary. But I really love this energy. I also feel this heavy spying energy. I feel like I said that, but heavy spying energy of either the person of the past, person in the future. But I'm getting this. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. Won't you give yourself to me? Who is that? I think that is her. Okay. But yeah, so you guys kind of give nostalgic kind of energy, and some might say like 90s energy for some reason. I don't really know. But I will say the energy of like maybe um hmm, I feel like this energy of like maybe going into like the fall. I think I spoke about the fall. Well, going into the fall, like maybe rolling into like Scorpio season is significant, and maybe like creating home together. Creating home together. Or someone could be like establishing new energy in their home, or like trying to decorate their home in a sense. But yeah, I really love this for this group. I feel like you both can teach each other a lot of things, and you probably have. Um, if this is an old person, um, if this is an old person, I feel like a mask will be coming off. But yeah, this will be a choice, but ultimately only one that you will be able to make. So, Spirit is saying really follow your heart. Um, Follow your heart. I will say that. Heavy water sign energy for this group. Also, um, I'm hearing like, is that fire to the rain? So I don't know. Maybe fire and water could be significant. But yeah, journaling may help as well. I will say too, like for this group, how to, I feel like someone in this dynamic could be a spiritual teacher. One or both of you could be a spiritual teacher in your own right. But I was getting like this heavy energy of um, like maybe ancestors like cheering. I don't know. This is like, I know part of this is about love, but this is really about also kind of like legacy, like the ancestors kind of rooting for like this what is meant to be to come together for things to be displayed in the way that they should be. I feel like this may be healing for like both lineages. I also feel like maybe this person is like you guys may not always constantly be in the same place, but this like person will be like someone you consider to be like maybe one call away. And like when you guys meet or like meet, one or both of you could again be juggling or like doing little musical chairs. Um, but it's like you won't be able to like not think about this person. I don't mean like never think about them, but I definitely feel like um, I'm hearing that like nobody said it would be easy, and like nobody said it would be easy. I feel like it's the dynamic you're meant to be with might challenge you in a way where it might challenge your ego. It may make you a little bit angry, a little bit, but it's also like the loudest person in the room that'll help you clap, right? The loudest person that'll help you plan your day, the person that'll help you with your mental health. And I'm hearing that like she saw the best in me. Well, this gospel song says he saw the best in me when everyone else around could only see the worst in me. So I definitely feel like Spirit is saying, this person will see you the way God sees you. They will only see like the best in you. And I will be honest, I feel like whatever this like other energy is, it's almost kind of like maybe a copycat kind of energy. Um, I'm getting like maybe this person like Spirit is saying like it's a bit in the wings or something, like studying, in a way like they may be more of like a people pleaser energy. I don't know. It's given like I spy, and I'm trying to portray myself as everything this person would want or need. Um, but I feel like Spirit is saying like you will know, right? Because I feel like if there's just it's always yes, it's always so easy. Spirit is saying like no, that's not it. You know, um, that's not it. So be careful, be wary of that, because I do feel like your actual person will be more of like a stubborn energy, whether this is the past or whether this is a new. Your person is going to be a stubborn energy. All right. If that's not it, then I can't tell you that ain't them, but that's probably not them. They will be very stubborn, but I also feel like um, very, very, very kind, very kind. But Spirit is saying you're definitely be getting justice in the area of love. So yeah. And I also feel like either you or this person or both could have some like indigenous or like Native American kind of ancestry here as well. And I don't know why. It's because I'm seeing like beads. Um, I'm seeing beads, and like I don't know. Oh, confirmation beaded things. But that is what I got for you, group too. But this person will definitely like be your driving force, put the fire in your belly. But I'm hearing like it'll be like magic, I'm seeing like smoke, but not just like this is more like evolutionary things, right? This is not like someone that'll just like champion you. This is someone that will like help you transmute, transform, um, go within the depths of your being, but also heal you, right? Um, I'm hearing that. Um, what is that? Lincoln Park, like? No, that's like Evanescence. Wake me up inside. I feel like this person will like be the one that like almost wakes you up inside, but also causes you to like purge and release. Um, so I feel like you could be resistant, you know, because there's always maybe like what seems like an easier path, but um, it will be one not in truth, right? And so, what does, a path not in truth yield? Um, I guess by choice, that'll be something you will find out. But I feel like, some things are where they are, group two. So, sending you so much love, light, peace, and positivity. May your angels, ancestors, and guides continue to guide you on your path. For this group number three, with this kind of Bratz looking doll, it's funny because I feel like, this image is almost a cross between like divine feminine, divine masculine energy. So for one, I feel like spirit is like trying to tell you like maybe things are going to be coming into balance for you. I'm hearing sooner or later. I am getting this energy of like maybe within like 30 days for this group. Maybe within like 30 days. I don't know. You could have been frustrated. You may have felt like your spirit is like is maybe trying to keep a secret for you. Secrets from you. Mm. I definitely feel this energy of like I've got a golden ticket. Yeah, so I don't know. For this group, you may have been struggling maybe with like career, finances, but I'm hearing like, finding the golden ticket and I'm seeing like finding like the end of the rainbow, maybe, end of the rainbow kind of energy. Um, but I feel like you're not there yet, but you're like finding it. I feel like within the next 30 days. I also feel like this tweet, tweet, tweet. I'm seeing like red cardinals. So I feel like there's a heavy drive for you of like um, your ancestors. And I definitely feel like for this group, though, this is more like heavy feminine energy. Like, no matter whether you're masculine or feminine, but I feel like the ancestral energy is like the feminine energy. Like, maybe, like, mother, aunt, grandma, great grandma. But this is kind of like, oh no, I'm hearing like you ain't no kicking dog. I feel like this kind of that energy is like, get up, like you're not no victim. This energy of like, stop complaining and let's get it together, okay? So I do feel like maybe there's some knowledge awakening. Also for this group, I don't know if you're already kind of like maybe in spirituality or in your purpose. This could be like you doing something new. Because I'm seeing like maybe there's apprehension in some way about like putting something in the spotlight, being in the spotlight. Maybe you exploring something new that you're very curious about, or you being pushed to explore like something new. I feel like really just being of service. Um, because I do feel like this like I don't want to say warning, but kind of like message from spirit about like not really trying to like I feel like push your beliefs or push your ways onto other people. This is about kind of like being more of service as opposed to like trying to convince other people like to follow you, like your way is the only way. This is about you embracing your beliefs, but like sharing them. You can be firm on like what your thoughts are, what your beliefs are, but not like almost trying to tell people to follow you. So this is kind of like being authentic to your own path and own journey, and less being like maybe scripted. So authenticity is coming out like really big for this group. So this is like, yeah, not convincing like other people to really like not trust themselves, right? As a like spiritual advisor and teacher, it's kind of like you always want to encourage people to connect to their own higher guidance and connect to themselves, um, not necessarily follow you. So for you, I feel like this is kind of like maybe some soul level integrations that are happening. I feel like one confirmation, if you, I'm hearing that like, I'm alive, I'm dead, I'm alive, I'm dead. If you have been feeling like up and down, this is probably for you. If you feel like you're like this inner rebel, even if you're not an out loud rebel, but if you know that you have this rebel spirit, mm-hmm, this one would be for you. This would be for you, for sure. But I'm seeing like, I don't know. I'm hearing that help is on the way, relief coming into you. Maybe there's been like a little bit of like struggle. But I feel like this kind of like soul integration healing, like, um, your like three being trying to like, this is kind of like when we step into like new gifts or new energy, there's this sense of like questioning, not really being so sure. So this is why I feel like you guys could be stepping into something newer, or could have been doing something like newer now, or stepping into it because there's this sense of like apprehension to where it's like your being is still integrating into a space where it's just complete, like there's no thought or separation between what you're doing. It just is. Um, Still processing into that state of like complete faith, trust, and flow. And I feel like this is where spirit is taking you into this space of like being maybe carefree. And even when I say spirit taking you, some of you guys can be being taken, um, somewhere. I am seeing ducks, so I do feel like you may be feeling like called to the water in some sense, whether or not it's the ocean um, or it's to like a park. I do feel like you're kind of being called to like maybe like a body of water. And I do feel like as well, this is definitely going to be healing for your spirit. As it's kind of like you're doing like, I'm hearing like light codes, but it's more than that. It's almost like, um, DNA kind of level, cellular level activations for you, cellular level activations for you, unique coding, um, awakening. So your nervous system could be a little bit shot too. But I do see like celebration is coming, and you're kind of going to move out of that phase of like, as your body is like alchemizing. Oh my gosh, you are an alchemist. You are an alchemist. So it's time to alchemize some of like that's heavy, heavy energy. One way as well Spirit is given is maybe like, I don't want to say beautifying yourself because if you're a masculine, I mean, not necessarily like makeup per se, but like feeling like better about yourself, how you look. It's like trying to so for like even like males or for women, it's like maybe like exercising, and things. This is like, I feel like spirit is trying to make you ultimately feel like not checked out, feel present, feel like more like, hopeful, but also like taking things maybe like slow. Um, I feel like some of you are probably like slow. If you go any slower, but this is that energy I feel like spirit is saying like needing to be lighter, needing to be lighter, needing to take a nap when you needed to take a nap, needing to go to sleep. Like, this is like needing to be lighter because your intentions and vibrations matter more than like specifically just actions. It's like, what are the intentions behind your actions? For some of y'all, I'm getting this energy of like, I don't know why I'm hearing like came in like a wrecking ball. So I don't know if some of you guys have had like recent separations from someone, but yeah. So I am getting this kind of energy of Archangel Uriel. Um, this is kind of like, um, I feel like again this like natural energy of like healing, but this is like integration of again spiritual and physical, becoming oneness, wholeness. Yeah. But this is like expanding your maybe spiritual capacity. For like example, it's like maybe like you started and maybe you could like channel and journal for like maybe 30 minutes before you're like oh tossing over, and like maybe now it's like you could go 2 hours, it's like um what you're able to receive and hold is like growing and expanding is what spirit is starting to say. And as you trust yourself, um your rewards will as well. I do get this energy of like be careful of like who you're around because I feel like a lot of people may try to like tell you who you are or convince you that you're wrong or and things, and I feel like that's what spirit is kind of saying, like don't take the bait when it comes to people and get into this like almost like spiritual warfare um for no reason. I'm not gonna just I feel like spirit is just like don't even use your energy in places like that. So, I see spirit saying to maintain like your passion. Maintain your passion for what it is that you're doing, or else it's not going to be fruitful. Well, I'm not going to say it's not going to be fruitful, but I feel like not by your own regards, when we don't have a passion for things. And sometimes it's fruitful, sometimes it's because of like energy vamping off other people. But I feel like a lot of people have kind of energy vamped off you like a lot in the past. So I feel like you're in this space now of healing and clearing these blockages. Um, but you definitely have angelic presence with you and around you. Black cats can be significant for this group as well. The energy of like Goddess Bastet, because I am seeing that. So Goddess Bastet, I'm seeing an Ankh too as well. So that could be significant. For some reason, I'm seeing like the number 9 too. It is a year of a 9 completion. So for some of you guys, it's like a high time for some things to be completed. And I definitely feel like Spirit is just giving you like reassurance at this time that you're okay. All right. Also, I'm seeing Spirit is saying coming into this like higher knowing, higher knowledge, but definitely you're meant to like share this wisdom with others. Trees, you could have a connection to trees also, maybe. I feel like I felt that maybe with another pal as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting this energy again of like standoff coming out. And I will say this, I'm seeing Spirit is saying like it's not worth it to be in battle with other people. I am seeing like put the phone down. So I do feel like there could be a sense of like maybe like overstimulation as well. Um when it comes to this group. And I'm getting like back pain. So there could be an issue with like your posture. Needing to change your posture too. But that's all Spirit is bringing through. So that would be your message, Group 3. I am sending you so much love, light, peace, and positivity. May your angels, ancestors, and guides continue to guide you.